Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and I have the evidence that Dr. Layne Norton has requested to compensate me for doing this debate that he has insisted and begged and pleaded with me publicly to do. So let me put on my +5 out of weaponsmithing, work on skilling up my crafting a little bit, and let's talk about this. Alright, sorry it took me a while to get this, but this actual credit union that I used for these deposits, it takes me over an hour one direction to get to, and I didn't get a chance till a few days ago to actually drive that way on some other business and was able to stop through the bank. But I have my notarized bank statement from the bank, complete with a signature, and the card of the bank representative that I can also send to Dr. Norton as evidence that this would stand in court, that this is a legitimate bank deposit, my Google AdSense payment, for 1 month of $4,224, which I did double check. It's not against Google's rules to discuss payments. They don't like you discussing your RPMs and stuff. Individual payments are okay because I run multiple channels. Now, you know, there was a lot of talk online of people accusing me of committing fraud. Like, people were talking about all over the internet that I was trying to lie or fraud or fake Dr. Norton. Which is just ridiculous. You know what? If I wanted to get a large sum of money that wasn't the amount that like we had agreed upon, I would have just been like, give me $4,000. I want $5,000 to do this, and not have made it based upon my December income. I would have done it that way. But you know what? I wanted it to be incentive based, just because I thought it would be fun to do it that way. I could have just asked for $4,500, $5,000, whatever, if I insisted on that amount of money. But I gave a figure that was going to be variable, that Layne might even know that he would have the ability to control. You know, if he could disrupt my life, or the trolls or haters could disrupt my life, it would lower that number. And believe me, they tried to make it impossible for me to make videos in December. And I've got piles of police reports showing how hard they tried, with actual real life disturbances. So, yeah, I've got everything there. Layne needs to figure out how he wants me to get this to him. But yeah, this is actually signed, stamped, and everything by the bank. The actual report showing who it's from, that's in my account. Card of the bank representative there if you wanted to call and confirm with them that this is not fake. I don't have a reason to fake this. I am not stupid enough to do something that's going to get me thrown in prison to commit fraud. I'm sorry, guys. If you listen to me talk, I'm not a stupid person. And so Layne actually insisted that I would try to commit fraud with this, and tons of people online did, and I don't understand that. It's like, do you guys not look at how many videos I make? I mean, do you guys not look at my total net views, the length of my videos? I thought it was apparent between my two channels and the fact that I make an average of 7 videos a day. Like, I probably spend 2 hours, maybe 3 hours every day filming, editing, everything else. I mean, I spend a fair amount of time working on this. Something I spend a lot of time doing. I spend a lot of time reading and researching topics for my videos. I invest a fair amount of energy into this. I make a lot of content. So I was surprised that people actually thought I was lying. I mean, that's shocking to me because I guess they don't know how to look at Google stuff or YouTube's things, and they thought that I was lying, and I really wasn't, guys. I wasn't lying at all. I was totally serious. And you know, the interesting thing, Dr. Norton has made it clear how much he hates me. He's made it insanely obvious that he hates me, to the point to where all the people who harassed me during all of this, I've seen plenty of evidence sent to me that he has direct interaction with these people online, and he eggs them on and thinks it's hilarious what they do, the crimes they commit. And let me give you guys some examples. Here's a couple of cards I got from December. Terroristic threat, bomb squad. These are cards the police sent me with all the investigations and everything from the month of December. Like, these people who, you know, Layne eggs on and interacts with went so far as to, during December, I had over 40 people beat on my door looking for various services, including prostitution services. By the way, there was some footage put up online, and a bunch of people have tried to make it look like I've robbed people and stuff. Yes, I took IDs at gunpoint of people who woke me up in the middle of the night. All right, I don't deny that. I told the police that before they even talked to me about it. I called them and told them. Said, hey, you guys know what's going on. You know these people are sending people to my home soliciting a prostitute. in the middle of the night. And my rule is, anytime after midnight, anyone who came to my door and woke me up beating on my door, who crossed through a fence that was clearly says no soliciting, no trespassing, to come beat on my door, got their ID taken at gunpoint. And had they refused, I don't know what I might have done. But nobody refused, and I gave all those IDs to the police for them to do whatever they wanted with them. I'm not denying that. But you know what? That was an actual attempt on the part of people working with Layne, in my opinion, to reduce the amount of money I made so he'd have to pay me less money because they thought it was funny. But it was criminal. You know, people could have been hurt. People could have been killed. People have to understand that goes beyond a joke. Innocent people could have died, because you know what happens when people show up and beat on your door at 1 in the morning and they find out they've been tricked? They get angry. They get aggressive. They might be armed. And so you have to be ready. In that situation, unfortunately, every time I had to answer that door, because I tried to not answer it and people wouldn't go away, so I started just answering it. Because after I'd run a few off at gunpoint, I'm just like, I don't want to deal with this. And then eventually I realized you have to, because they don't go away. And then they get angry. So then you finally have to answer the door. You got to be ready to kill every one of them, unfortunately. Because these are people who can become aggressive. So that's the sort of nonsense that people that Layne associates with go through to try to cause harassment. Here's the one from the bomb squad. Because people in the middle of that month sent multiple fake bombs to my home. They had to close down half the street I lived on. It was a big ordeal. There were police vehicles everywhere, bomb squad, everything. And I had to hang out with them for, 6 hours. I didn't get as much work done that day. All this stuff interfered with this. Yet I still made enough videos in December to make $4,200. In spite of those efforts to derail me, to stop me. And here's the thing. The reason I'm saying some of this is that I believe that Layne has no intention of following through with his word. I honestly believe that Layne is a liar. I honestly believe that he really is. I think he's a big liar. That's my opinion. And I am of the opinion that because he's a big liar, he is going to do anything to go back on his word. That's why I tried to scream about fraud. Because this is probably more money than he expected to pay. That's probably why he agreed to my request on there. He humored me on it because I think he thought it was going to be a lot less. I think Layne, because he is a big liar, he's a professional liar, he has zero intention of paying this. Furthermore, the reason I'm demanding it up front before I will do the debate is, number one, he has recourse against me if I refuse to do a debate that he paid me for, that I publicly admitted. So he knows I'm going to do the debate. But I think Layne is going to be so humiliated in this debate. He's going to be so humiliated when I am done with him that he's going to refuse to pay me if I don't pay him first. Because it's going to be such a blow to his ego. And he can't handle that. He is such a narcissist that he cannot handle an attack on his ego. All right, he can't handle an attack on his ego. He takes these things personally, and he's going to be so outraged when I'm done humiliating him in this debate that he's going to refuse to pay me if he doesn't pay me beforehand. So that's why I'm insisting upon it. And, like I've said, I'm letting him pick the person. He told me I could pick who's going to moderate it. I told him, no, you pick. You pick somebody. I mean, if you're going to pay for it, you might as well pick. I'll give you home field advantage. I'll give you home field advantage. I just made requests that they have no financial ties to the supplement industry, because anyone who has financial ties to the supplement industry is a liar and a fake and can never be trusted. That's reality. And I truly believe that at this point of my observations of this industry and my dealings with it. And I even said, look, I'll let you pick this other topic instead. My other one was a bit of a, it was a bit of poking fun at Layne. And I said, you know what, let's not do that one. Let's do the one that's actually what our beef has been about for this last year. And so let's do that instead. Let's talk about injury prevention and training injuries. So the ball is in your court, Layne. You let me know how you want to get this to you, and you let me know how you want to pay for this. And we will get the ball rolling on this. But yeah, I am absolutely going to humiliate you in this debate. So you better be ready. You better be ready. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.